Welcome to the Stateless Standard, where we dismantle the chains of statism and reclaim the boundless potential of free individuals. Today, we're diving into one of the most liberating ideas in human thought, libertarianism. But not the watered-down version peddled by politicians or diluted by mainstream media. No, the raw, unapologetic core that pits the stateless sovereign against the predatory powerful. If you've ever wondered why taxes feel like theft, why wars enrich the elite while burying the rest in debt, or why your body, your very self, should never bow to bureaucratic overlords, this is for you. In the next 8 minutes, we'll unpack libertarianism, not as a checklist of policies, but as a profound defense of property rights, the invisible shield that guards your life, labor, and legacy from the grasping hands of the state. Drawing from the timeless insights of thinkers like Murray Rothbard and Hans Hermann Hoppe, we'll explore how libertarianism isn't just about less government. It's about no aggression, period. It's the philosophy of the productive against the parasitic, the voluntary against the coerced. Let's begin. Libertarians unite around a constellation of ideas: individual sovereignty, free markets, justice, the non-aggression principle. But peel back the layers, and they all converge on one unyielding foundation: property rights. Why? Because without property, there is no yours or mine. Chaos reigns, and the strong, usually clad in uniforms or suits, dictate who gets what. Consider this: every political system, from gen-socialism to iron-fisted fascism, claims to respect property. The socialist nationalizes factories? That's the state declaring ownership. The regulator slaps a fine on your business? That's partial ownership of your earnings. Eminent domain seizes your home for a corporate crony's mall? Ownership transferred by fiat. Even progressive lawsuits awarding damages for hurt feelings? The plaintiff becomes owner of the defendant's wallet. The difference? Libertarianism doesn't just nod to property, it defines who owns what, based on objective, universal rules that empower the individual creator over the collective plunderer. Property isn't a privilege granted by the state. It's the natural extension of your right to exist and act without invasion. And it starts with the most intimate resource of all: your body. Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that your body, the vessel of your thoughts, dreams, and deeds, isn't fully yours. The state claims a slice for the greater good. Sound absurd? It's the reality under statism. Conscription drags you to foreign wars for elite profits. Drug laws jail you for what you put in your veins. Taxes extract your labor's fruit before you even taste it. This isn't freedom. It's fractional slavery, where the powerful, politicians, lobbyists, central bankers own shares in you. Libertarianism rejects this outright. At its core lies the non-aggression principle, or NAP. No one, no individual, no gang, no government may initiate force against another's person or property. As Ayn Rand thundered, no man may start the use of physical force against others. Rothbard echoed, aggression is the initiation of violence or its threat, an invasion, plain and simple. But here's the genius. This principle isn't arbitrary. It's rooted in self-ownership. Your body is scarce, a unique tool for pursuing your ends. Invading it? That's battery, trespass, the ultimate violation. Why? Because you are its prima facie owner. No one else has your direct, immediate control. No third party can claim it without contradicting their own self-ownership in the process. Try to enslave me, and you're admitting your body is yours to command, exposing the hypocrisy of your claim on mine. This isn't feel-good rhetoric, it's logical steel. Statists peddle social contracts you never signed, implying partial ownership by society, code for the ruling class. Libertarians say full self-ownership or bust. Your body, your choices. Ingest what you will, join no army you don't choose, labor for whom you please. Anything less is the state's boot on your neck, dressed as benevolence. Now, why self-ownership over, say, communal ownership or state fiat? Because civilized people, the builders, the traders, the innovators, crave peace, prosperity, and cooperation. We feel a deep unease at needless conflict, an empathy born of shared humanity. As Ludwig von Mises observed, some ache more for their fellows' woes than their own. This drives us to justify force, not revel in it. Enter Hans Hermann Hoppe's masterstroke. Property rules must avoid arbitrariness to prevent endless strife. Assign ownership randomly? Wars erupt. Favor the powerful, the stateless masses suffer. No. Titles must trace to an objective link between claimant and resource, intersubjectively verifiable. universalizable. For bodies, that's you, the direct controller, the embodied actor. Any rival claimant presupposes their own self-ownership while denying yours, a performative contradiction. Self-ownership isn't optional, it's the only rule compatible with conflict avoidance. It lets us homestead our lives without the state's eminent domain over our souls. In a world of scarcity, it's the boundary that says, respect this line or face justified defense. Retaliation? Yes, but only to restore or protect. No vengeance without violation. Self-ownership secures the self, but what of the world beyond? Land, tools, ideas, external things initially unowned, ripe for human flourishing. Here, libertarianism extends the logic. Assign property to the one with the strongest objective link, the first user. This is Lockean homesteading. Mix your labor with the wild, emborder it, transform it. Plant the seed, fence the field, craft the chair, and it's yours. Prima facie, your prior claim trumps the latecomer's grab. Why? Scarcity breeds conflict, property averts it. Might makes right? That's not ownership, it's predation, collapsing right into raw power, inviting endless raids. No, ownership presupposes priority. The homesteader's title chains forward via voluntary contract, trade, gift, inheritance, never by conquest. Latecomers? Inferior claims unless traced to an earlier source. As Hoppe hammers home, the prior-later distinction is libertarianism's North Star. This isn't dusty theory, it's the antidote to statism's plunder. The state homesteads nothing, it seizes. Regulations? Partial ownership. Inflation? Diluting your savings title. Intellectual property? Fall borders on the intangible, stifling innovation for corporate kings. True libertarian property fuels prosperity. Voluntary exchange in free markets, where value flows from creators to creators, not siphoned to DC vampires. So what sets the libertarian apart? Consistency. We're not half-hearted reformers tweaking the state's aggression. We're principled abolitionists of it. Most folks grant self-ownership until the IRS calls. They applaud homesteading until zoning boards redraw your deed. But libertarianism demands purity. Oppose all initiation of force defined by these ironclad borders. This flows from our unease with violence, our drive for justification. Civilized action seeks rules fair to all, grounded in reality. Self-ownership for bodies, homesteading, and contract for the rest. Anything less invites the powerful to carve exceptions for national security, equity, or their Swiss bank accounts. And here's the radical truth. The state is aggression incarnate. It taxes without consent, conscripts without choice, monopolizes violence without accountability. The consistent libertarian? An anarchist. Not chaos, but ordered liberty, private law, competing insurers, market defense. The people, stateless and sovereign, against the statist elite, forever entangled in their web of coercion. Austrian economics illuminates this. Human action pursues ends via scarce means. Property aligns means with ends peacefully. Statism warps it, breeding malinvestment bubbles and bailouts for the connected. Libertarianism restores harmony, prosperity for the many, not serfdom for the masses. Thank you for joining this exploration of libertarianism's beating heart. If it stirred your inner rebel, hit like, subscribe, and share. Spread the fire of freedom, in the words of Rothbard, for a new liberty. Until next time, homestead boldly, own fiercely, and never apologize for being free.